3 in the NFC as Atlanta goes for 3 in a row over New York. Meanwhile, the Giants look to knot the series at 13 wins apiece, and the action's headed your way. Next.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their 24-year-old quarterback in his 4th season from USC, a former 3rd overall pick, Sam Darnold.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
Now a throw here to his running back. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 64 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Faking the give, Darnold. He'll get this underneath to Funk. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. This defense for the Falcons, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Darnold to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So a long field ahead for the Falcon offense as they head out. They're led by the number 2 overall pick in April's draft from BYU, the rookie Zach Wilson.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The numbers for Jones last week, 15 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Now it's Wilson. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
Come on now.
For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. The give is to Jones. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. They'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Now Wilson. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And a catch right side by Evans. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now Wilson on first down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Wilson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Darnold. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. Able to power through. And this will be a Giants first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 50, it's Darnold. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. Play action, it's Darnold. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there. And it's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And his kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score, garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays, and I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say probably going to go back to him. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to widen this lead.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Six yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On the delay, Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Throwing is Wilson. Touchdown, Falcons. Jesse James, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's 21-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. A first down throw, Darnold. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the center. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. A give to Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Darnold. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for New York. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. They find some open field here.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Yeah, that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson to throw. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one swung out here to Jones. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, and it's third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On first down, Darnold. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, Sutton, a nice catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by the forward giant, James Bradbury. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
On first down, Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. But it's going to be second down. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Third and 2, now Wilson. James has got it, complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on fourth down. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Throwing again on second down. Darnold. Open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Carter now on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Let's go!
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll run on 1st down. Funk, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Carter. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's James.
Let's go.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. That's caught by Myers. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Darnold from the gun. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Darnold now to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold firing quickly, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on 1st down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He got 29 yards that time. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jones with a carry on 1st down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one. 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's James. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's James. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Wilson will throw again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. There's Evans again, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. They'll look to run with Vaughn. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Keyshawn Vaughn, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. On the return, Carter.
Let's go, baby.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Buddy Johnson there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again to Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Room to run again. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally taken down at the 15. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Tucker's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This taken in at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Darnold.
They'll set up the screen for Eno Benjamin.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw, Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Shaquille Barrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Play action. It's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And they finally get to him as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
One of the better defensive linemen in the league, can be absolutely dominant at times. Chris Jones has been a Pro Bowler each of the last 2 years. In 2020, just 7.5 sacks. But he did have a career high of 15.5 just 3 seasons ago in 2018. He and Frank Clark provide excellent pressure against opposing quarterbacks.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now out come the Giants. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because...
And shutting him off, now open field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. On 1st down, Darnold. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Darnold.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Darnold to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Darnold. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. On second down, it's Jones. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.